to go for the entries and the starting lineup for the Gold Rush 123 here at Flamboro Speedway. Starting in 16th position from Fraserville, Ontario, in the custom forming walls, Bosma's Brother Concrete Pumping sponsored machine, it's the 79 of James Horner. Starting in 15th spot from Milton, Ontario, in the Gallinger Realty Holdings, KHI Community Milton, the Salvation Army sponsored machine, it's the 18D of Chad Corcoran. Starting in 14th spot from Milton, Ontario, in the Oakville Stamping and Bending, Pro Concrete and Paving, Oakville Trailers and Racing Stuff sponsored machine, it's the 03 of Jake Gilbert. Starting in 13th position from Ingersoll, Ontario, in the PB Fries, Beck Tire London, Pharmasave, London Property Finder sponsored machine, it's the 21 of Logan White. Starting in 12th spot from Brentford, Ontario, in the West Brant Window World, Scott's Auto Body Repair, Fleming Automotive, DGB Services sponsored machine, it's the 2 of Rick Burbridge. Starting in 11th from Guelph, Ontario, in the Spira Fire Protection, High Grade Steel Roofing Systems, Nuco Blue Triton sponsored machine, it's the 86 of Billy Schwarzenberg. Starting in 10th position from Orangeville, Ontario, in the Stage It With Style, Just Foam It, Spira Fire Protection, Wheeler Construction, JT Excavating sponsored machine, it's the 18 of Cole Quinton. Starting in 9th from St. George, Ontario, in the Hearth and Home, Fleming Automotive, DGB Services, D&L Bailey Farm sponsored machine, it's the 02 of Mark Burbridge. Starting in 8th position from Pickering, Ontario, in the Real Landscaping Plus, Langeel's Metal Recycling and Truck Parts, Snow City Cycle and Marine sponsored machine, it's the 94 of Corey Luciano. Starting in 7th spot from Drumbo, Ontario, and then London Recreational Racing, Route 19 Auto Parts, 2-Speed Motorsports sponsored machine, it's the 89C of Sean Chenoweth. Rolling off in 6th spot from Scotland, Ontario, in the Waistco Sabera's Engineering Group, Flamboro Doors sponsored machine, it's the 27 of Kevin Albers. Now time to introduce your top 5. From Grimsby, Ontario, in the Humberview Parts.ca, Academy Construction Limited, Holdaway Automotive, Image Wraps.ca sponsor machine, it's the 41 of Trayton Lapsevich. Starting in 4th spot from Allenford, Ontario, in the Stauble Falls Tent and Trailer Park, Canadian Union of Skilled Workers, Stewart's Equipment sponsored machine, it's the 81 of Andrew Gressel. Starting in 3rd spot from Cambridge, Ontario, in the House Automotive, Wares Automotive Industrial Supply, Modern Crane, Tri-Crane sponsored machine, it's the 55 of JR Fitzpatrick. Now time to meet your starting top row. Outside pole starting in 2nd spot from Milverton, Ontario, in the APC Auto Parts Centers, Canusa Automotive Warehousing, Pennzoil Stewart's Equipment sponsor machine, it's the 22 of Kyle Steckly. Starting on the pole from Bell River, Ontario, in the FCF Custom Fabrication, Windsor Life Magazine, Rosati Construction, Apex Auto Group sponsored machine, it's the 22P of Chase Pinsonneault. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for your starting lineup for the Gold Rush 123? We are moments away from the command to start engines.
And we can see promoter John Caselli and Mike Schmidt of London Recreational coming down to thank the drivers for being here today, wishing them good luck and a good race. We know we're going to see that.
123 laps of pro late model racing action coming up next. I think, are we, Gary calling, John, are we ready to give the command to fire engines down there? He's giving me the thumbs up. Are you guys ready? We've got some of the Kitching family with us today to say the famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines.
Here we go. We're ready to go racing for the Gold Rush 123.
And that is the sound of about 10,000 horsepower just fired up in your front yard. As we get set to go racing with this crew, man, you take a look at this field. This is a stout field of competitors. Want to know who the top drivers are in Ontario? Have a look around this racetrack. There is one missing, the 31 of Rick Spencer-Walt. He came out to try and qualify and practice and had engine issues that took him out of this race. And I can tell you, he is not a happy camper this afternoon. He had a big feature win at Sunset Speedway last night. Came here to compete today. Blew the engine. That's 2 engines in about 3 weeks. That's an expensive hobby, folks.
Tough break for the driver and team for the 31W of Rick Spencer-Walt, but we are rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, from Flamboro Speedway, we are ready to present to you the Gold Rush 123.
All right, Kevin, I'm going to do what our race time radio tradition tells us we have to do. You're going to pick a favorite. Who do you think's going to win this one?
If I had a driver in mind, who would that be? Do we go with the most recent winner here at Flamboro Speedway, the 27 of Kevin Albers? Some newcomers, some youngsters up at the front of the field? That's a tough call. You know what, Jerry, I'm going to take the hometown favorite driving the Chris House number 55 machine. I'm going to take JR Fitzpatrick starting from third.
That's a pretty good bet. I'm not going to challenge you on that one. I have a feeling Joe back in the studio is going to pick the 22 of Kyle Steckly. I just have that feeling. I think he wanted to tell me that. The driver I'm going to keep my eye on, the number 81 of Andrew Grizel. That 81 car is fast. He's in that top 5, and he can make his way through traffic. So let's see how things work out. But no matter how you look at it, there is some stout competition here this afternoon. It's going to get wild and woolly before we throw the checkers.
Andrew Gressel in that 81 car. Frosttoberfest winner here last fall at Flamboro Speedway. He and JR Fitzpatrick put on one heck of a show. So Andrew and that team know how to get it done here at Flamboro Speedway, running a partial schedule this season, but they had this Gold Rush 123 circled, so that's a great pick. That team is ready to go racing here for 123 laps. Why don't we give a quick shout out to all of the sponsors here that made this Gold Rush 123 possible here at Flamboro Speedway. London Recreational Racing, Quick Wick Fire Starters, Grisdale Racing Products, Cambridge Rigging, Spira Fiber Protection, and McCall Racing Enterprises. Without all of them, none of this race would be possible. So we thank all of them for their support of this Gold Rush 123. Hey Jerry, did we mention what's the big prize at the end of the ticket here for these drivers?
No, I don't think we mentioned that.
$10,000 is going to the winner of this Gold Rush 123. So somebody later tonight, maybe this afternoon, depending on how things shake out, is going home $10,000 richer.
One of the drivers we're going to have to watch this afternoon is the number 41 of Trayton Lapsevich. He just came back from the NASCAR Pinty's Tour out Western Canada, and he had a dominating performance. He finished second at Edmonton, and if I'm not mistaken, he took both races in Saskatchewan. So keep an eye on the 41 car. As a matter of fact, he's so confident when he sent in his registration, he told John, "This is how you spell my name when you're putting it on the check."
Definitely one to watch. The white flag is in the air. Lights are off. Bennett GM Chevrolet pace truck. We are ready to turn this field of Pro Late Models loose. 123 laps. Our Bennett GM Chevrolet pace truck pulls into the pit area. It's time to chase the gold. The Gold Rush 123 is underway.
They thunder down into turns 1 and 2. Chase Pinsonneault, the 22. The white and black machine gets it on in front. Kyle Steckly, the blue and white 22, will fall right in behind him. Then the 55 of JR Fitzpatrick, the 41 Andrew Gazelle. And behind them, it's still side by side.
Top 4 drivers Logan White, the 18 of Chad Corcoran. They're battling for position. Then the 02 of Mark Gerber's 86 of Billy Schwarzenberg. The 2 of Rick Burbridge. They're all battling for position as well. And then did we mention the leaders, JR Fitzpatrick and Kyle Steckly, right tucked into that battle as well. Fitzpatrick almost into the grass down into turns 1 and 2, trying to get around the 02 of Mark Burbridge, all trying to keep the 22 of Kyle Steckly at bay. There is action all over this third mile, Flamboro Speedway.
And this is where the drivers depend on the spotters. Get me out of the way. Don't let them run me over. I don't want to get left, but I also don't want to get pushed out of the way. Let me know how close he is.
And as we mentioned, if that you know what flag does happen to fly, first
check his timing if he's going to get through this. And Pinsonneault may be using that lap car as a pick to hold Lapsevich back.
Lapsevich, like you said, kind of drifted back just a little bit on the initial start. That's been the only start so far of the race, but that 41 car is really starting to hit its marks here towards the end of the race here. Nearly 8 laps in the books. Trey Lapsevich, he's NASCAR picked his point standard for a reason. He knows how to work the way around the Pro Late model as well. He's really starting to show signs that that 41 machine will haul the automotive entry come to life here as they work on number 90 this time around. Flamboro Speedway earlier this week in NASCAR Victory Series, picking up 2 wins this past Wednesday. So Pinsonneault trying to keep a hungry customer behind him before he won a treat laps, but so far so good. He's still got about a car length lead as the laps are dwindling down here. 108 go up on the board.
It's time to hit your marks. No mistakes, no misses. You can't afford it now. We're coming down to the closing moments. We've got 14 laps left to go, and it looks like the drivers have used up what they have. They're marking it down now, trying not to make mistakes. Hold on to the positions they have. They can see that that leader is well out in front, and it's just not likely that you're going to get there. Kyle Steckly, that 22, has shown all kinds of power, all kinds of handling. He's driven a smart race. He's waited for his moment to take the position made for JR Fitzpatrick. And since then, he hasn't looked back.
We've still got 13 laps to go, and who knows what can happen here, but drivers definitely trying to hang on to these racing automobiles here to try and get them to the end here. 111 laps going so far. 22 of Kyle Steckly still picking them up and putting them down as he leads, still by about a straightaway ahead up to 55 of JR Fitzpatrick. Then it's been another straightaway back to the 22P of Chase Pinsonneault and the 41 of Trey Lapsevich, who's all over the back window of that 22P, but he can't quite get to the bottom here as we work lap number 113.
That battle for third position is getting really interesting. Lapsevich just sitting on the rear bumper of Chase Pinsonneault's 22P and not making any move, but watching him. We're coming down to the final handful of laps. That's when he's going to strike. He's just waiting for the moment. You can see it coming. He's looking for the opportunity, and he's going to make one in the next few laps.
Right ahead of them, that's for the 6 and 7 spot. 94 Corey Luciano, 6 and 6 and 7 for the Schwarzenberg. So while the third and fourth drivers are trying to work their way through the field, those two drivers are fighting for position as well, and that's a great battle. So we got 2 battles within a car length of each other. One's on the lead lap, one is not. We work lap number 116, and that battle is really heating up here in the final few laps.
Started trying to get those 2-lap cars to move down a little, give the leaders a chance to run, and they're too interested in their own little fight to get out of the way. Now, Schwarzenberg and Luciano both go up the racetrack, making room. Pinsonneault to the bottom. Here comes Lapsevich. He's trying to edge under. Could not do it as he exited 2 down the back straight.
Lapsevich maybe trying to see if he can find and maybe use one of those back cars as a bit of a pick. As we're going to see 5 laps to go from the flag goes up. 5 more trips around the 22 of Kyle Steckly. The Gold Rush 123 quickly coming to a close as that battle for 3rd and 4th continues to heat up here as we've only got a handful of laps left here. Steckly sees 120 laps go up on the board as he works around the 2 of Rick Burridge and now the 81 of Andrew Russell. The battle for 3rd and 4th is still on. This time off of turn 2, Kyle Steckly is going to see the 2 to go sign go up in the air. 2 more trips around for the 22 of Kyle Steckly. He works down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4, trying to get around Andrew Russell in the 81 car with still a half straightaway lead. This time around, white flag in the air. Kyle Steckly down into turns 1 and 2 for the final time.
Steckly takes it out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. He's got to get around the 81 of Amber Brazil. Brazil's going to move up the racetrack and give Steckly some room. Down to the checkered flag, the 22, Kyle Steckly to victory lane. He wins the Gold Rush 123 in Flamboro Speedway. In second spot, the 55 of JR Fitzpatrick, and then the 22P of Chase Pinsonneault. It has been a wild afternoon.
What a race! 123 laps, green to checkered. Kyle Steckly and team picking up the win and claiming the gold here today at Flamboro Speedway. Steckly put that 22 APC Auto Parts Center Canusa Automotive Warehousing machine out front, worked through the lap traffic, and he's going to claim the gold today in the Gold Rush 123. him, the 55 of JR Fitzpatrick, and the 22P of Chase Pinsonneault will make their way down to Quick Wick Victory Lane as he grabs the big check for the winner of the Gold Rush 123. Pulling into Quick Wick Victory Lane, these drivers are going to be exhausted. 123 laps straight, green to checkered. And we're going to send it down to Jerry down at Quick Wick Victory Lane.
Well, if you've had a warm afternoon sitting in the grandstand, you can only think what he's been doing in this race car. Working hard to hold a position, gain the lead, and then fight off all that competition to bring it to victory lane and pick up that all-important check. There's no points this afternoon. This is what it's all about. The checkered flag and the Gold Rush 123, your winner, Kyle Steckly. I think you brought this car ready to race today.
Yeah, you know, after 2 weeks ago here at the APC Series, got pretty beat up, but the 22 racing crew never quit working, and we brought back a really good car tonight, and just so thankful for everybody here for putting on this amazing event. I loved it at Flamboro here, and you know, everybody that's on that big check, thanks to them, and obviously all my sponsors, everybody who supports me, just super happy to be in victory lane, and hopefully we can keep this momentum rolling.
JR Fitzpatrick wasn't going to give it to you easily.
No, you know, he had a pretty fast car there at the start. Him and Pinsonneault were going pretty good at the start there, and I was kind of just riding, and I knew JR was starting to fall off a bit there, and I just ride behind him, and then he made a bit of a mistake in 2 and 4, and then from there we were gone. But yeah, really fast APC Auto Parts, Pennzoil, AW Millwrights, Camaro here tonight, and super happy to be in victory lane.
Kyle Steckly picking up the Gold Rush 123 at Flamboro Speedway, a $10,000 win.
$10,000 richer for the driver of the 22, Kyle Steckly. Fantastic job by him and the rest of the crew. We'll see if Jerry can make his way down to second spot there, JR Fitzpatrick. But a huge day for all those drivers up on the podium.
JR, you had it at the beginning, but I think you may have used it up early.
Well, I don't know. We started getting a little bit of break there, which is unfortunate for us. But hey, man, for Chris House and his team and us working together, getting this thing it's definitely flying. We're having a lot of fun, and I think that complements the team a lot, finishing second against this kind of field.
It was a pretty stout field. We were having trouble picking a winner at the beginning, but it just looked like after Kyle got by you, that was it. The car went away on you.
Yeah, I started looking a little early and hoping I could hold him up, but he was the best car all day. So good for Kyle. He was obviously really good here. I consider myself to be really good here. So I knew we were going to put on a good race, and we did, and hopefully many more to come.
JR Fitzpatrick bringing it home in second spot.
Great drive by JR, like you said, in that Chris House Automotive racing machine. We'll see if we can slide in there with our third place runner, the 22P of Chase Pinsonneault.
Well, Chase, you set the fast time on the board out there in time trials, but kind of got away from them.
Yeah, we were super quick in qualifying, but my lack of experience really is what just ended up. Just overdrove it at the start of the race. Didn't have much to do at the end there.
I was going to say, anytime you get to chase Kyle Steckly and JR Fitzpatrick, if nothing else, you're going to school.
Yeah, exactly. Two super quick guys. I mean, I watched them all last year before I actually got a new late model myself, and they were fast the field here. So you're going to finish third to anyone that was finish third.
Was there anything different you could have done to get a little closer, maybe?
Yeah, I'd say definitely overdrove the car at the start of the race. Again, used to smaller 35 lap and 50 lap races, but yeah, if I would have just drove it a little lighter in the first 50 laps, I might have had something, but overall it was perfect and don't make mistakes, so hard to chase.
We got it. We watched him. Chase Pinsonneault bringing it home in third spot this afternoon.
Out of a round of applause for our top three here today in our Gold Rush 123. What a race, 123 laps. Like you said, Jerry, that was a heck of a race, one you're going to want to remember. Drivers put on a fantastic show. we can't thank everyone enough for joining us here today at Flamboro Speedway on this beautiful sunny Sunday afternoon. We'll get some words here down from Jerry, but it was a great race, one that some drivers may take some notes from and think about, and then some others may just want to write this one off and put it in the scrapbook for never. But I know one driver certainly happy, the 22 of Kyle Steckly, picking up the win down in Quick Victory Lane. A fantastic drive by him and the rest of the team. Jerry, what's your closing remarks from down there in Quick Victory Lane? What did you think about this event?
I don't think you could have asked for a better race this afternoon. You saw the very best in Ontario here competing. You saw the top of the heap come to the cream come to the top. That's the only way to describe it. As JR Fitzpatrick put it, him and Kyle put on a great show. They're both strong competitors at Flamboro. They made the race, and they made it look tough for everybody else.
They certainly did. And with that, we want to say thanks to everyone for joining us here at Flamboro Speedway, for all of our sponsors that made this Gold Rush 123 possible: London Recreational Racing, Quick Fire Starters, Grisdale Racing Products, Cambridge Rigging, Spira Fire Protection, McCall Racing Enterprises. Thank you for making this Gold Rush 123 a fantastic show. And again, we want to thank all of the fans for coming out with us today and supporting us here at Flamboro Speedway. From all of us, John and Frank Caselli, Tim Norris, Gary Calling, Brenda Shuneman, everyone that made today possible here, we thank you enough, and we hope you had a great day here at the races. Drive home safe. We'll see you next time here at Flamboro Speedway, and thanks for joining us on today's Gold Rush 123 from Flamboro Speedway.